New evidence of the Wanderer, the most mysterious character throughout Chapter 5, Season 3, has been revealed by three rock musicians, Power Chord, Kiara Riot, and a biker known as Backbone. Before I actually get through the new evidence about the Wanderer, let's first recap about them. So we all know, we know something about the Wanderer. We know what their appearance looked like. We know from the spray paint secrets in the Nitrodrome and the train from across the Peabody's auto body shop, we know that the Wanderer is a hooded figure that no one knows about. We also know that we saw him in one of Megalodon's loading screens riding alongside with Dragonsteel Rider. We also know the Wanderer has been mentioned by the Oracle all the way back in Chapter 5 Season 2, Myths and Mortals. But we don't know anything about them. But thanks to these new evidence that we have discovered, we can now not only rule them out as the candidate for the bunker, but we can now find out what their role is throughout the season and what they're doing. Let's first start with Power Chord. By talking to her in the train station in the outskirts of the underworld, you can ask her if there was anything strange going on, and she does tell you that apparently she was really creeped out about something. She tells you that she saw a hooded figure in the distance or in the corner of her eye, and every time she tries to get a good look at them, they just disappear without a trace, which is really creepy to say the least. I mean, I'll be creeped out if someone just stares at me from the distance. The next person to experience about the Wanderer was Backbone. By talking to him at Rebel's Roost, you can ask him about the Wanderer as well, and he does. He tells you that when he's on a ride, such as either like a car or a bike or something, possibly a bike, that it was just him in the wind. But then out of nowhere he saw something. Someone else in fact. And we know in fact it was no other than the Wanderer themselves. That every time when he looks around, such as when he looks around the forest when he's on a ride, he just sees no one. Which means that the Wanderer must have just left when Backbone saw them. The third person who also had experience with the Wanderer was Kiara. By talking to her at Grand Glacier, you can ask her if there was anything about the Wanderer, and she actually remembered something. She tells you that she saw something like strange going on, like she feels that she's being watched. And every time when she tries to look, and something in the corner, like on her, like the back of her shoulder, no one is there. And now she has a shiver down her spine, which makes sense. If someone stares at me in the distance, I would be creeped out as well, to be honest. The final person to experience the Wanderer was no other than Riot. By talking to him in a warehouse in the outskirts of Classy Courts, you can also ask him about the Wanderer, and he says that he's been shredding on his guitar alone, but then he has somewhat a weird vibe that he's not alone, that someone is also watching him, which is pretty creepy to say the least. So with these new evidences about the Wanderer, here's some things we can now rule out about them. First, we can now rule out that the Wanderer is not the person at the bunker, which means they are not our mysterious knocker at the other side. Also, it also turns out the Wanderer's actual role in the story is that they're just observing other characters, mainly like the NPCs or other players in the distance without being noticed. And that is just pretty creepy, to say the least. I mean, a lot creepy. So, and every time when someone tries to look at them, such as to know what their face looks like, they just walk away, just run away in the distance, like in the fog or in the shadows or whatever. Which tells us that the Wanderer does not want their face to be known. Which makes sense, considering that at the train across from the Peabody's auto body shop and from the spray paint at the Nitrodrome, we know that the Wanderer's face has always been mysterious to us, and no one has ever told us who they are. Thanks to this new evidence, things to provide with these characters, we now know the Wanderer is not involved with Megalodon, which I guess we should be glad that they're not. But we also now know that their main role in the story is just observing other people in the distance, very far away. Like have like a distance on their own. That way no one can know who they are or what they look like. So their face will be unknown, and so will their identity. So yeah. I find it pretty amazing that there is now new evidence about the Wanderer and about their role throughout the season. But anyways, yep, that's it for this video. About not only the new evidence about the Wanderer, but also about their role in the season and their involvement of just staring players in the staring people at the distance, and also they're not involved with Megalodon's plan. With that said, thank you all so much for watching this video. Comment down below what your favorite things about Fortnite, creativity, bad players, what you guys do. And don't forget to put down your theories of what the Wanderer, why the Wanderer was staring at people from the distance. Were they observing them, or were they trying to do something else? With that said, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any videos from me. Also, if there are new evidence about the Wanderer again, I will definitely make a video talking about that. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!